This lady was surrounded by two men who were calling her beautiful and trying to flatter her. After that party, she invited both of them to her house and killed them. To take care of the bodies, she called her son named Rwanda and asked him to take care of the mess. Before he started working, he went to her mother, grabbed her clothes and told her that today is her birthday so they should celebrate together. Immediately, the woman slapped the boy in the face and asked him to never touch her again. She said that she hates children, and if Rwanda wasn't her child, she would have already killed him. For Rwanda, her mother is the world's most evil and wicked murderer. And he was locked prisoner in the basement. He has never, not even once in his life, been allowed out under the sun. His mother has rarely even talked to him, and he was raised by a babysitter. He managed to gain education because of that, but the babysitters were changed frequently. One day, his mother came to him and said that she has a job for him. That job was to dispose of corpses. Rwanda is just a tool for his mother that would work for as long as he was given sustenance. He spent most of his time alone with the corpses. This sums up his everyday life. Right then he heard a gunshot from the first floor. Rwanda slowly went up to see what was going on. He sneakingly checked that his mom is on the ground dead, and some people have surrounded her. Without wasting a moment, Rwanda went back to the basement and ran away from the back door. He ran as far as he could and stopped at the side of busy roads of the town. While he was sitting alone, a man came up to him with a smile and said that he wanted to treat him to a nice hot meal. Without thinking, Rwanda went with the guy, and this was his mistake. At the old man's home when Rwanda ate the food, the man had no plan to let him go without paying the price. The man immediately grabbed his hand and dragged him to the bedroom. There, he stripped him naked and did the thing. After that, the man didn't let Rwanda go and treated him to another meal. The man said that next time he'll call his friends and they'll have fun together. But Rwanda had a different plan. He immediately picked up the fork and put it inside the man's eye. Next, he used the knife and cut the man's throat. Blood poured out from his neck, and he eventually died a painful death. Rwanda stood beside him and said, "This is my idea of fun." Rwanda knows how to use random things as a weapon and weak point of human bodies because he used to play around with corpses in his mother's house basement. After killing a man himself, Rwanda imagined his mom calling him her true son, and Rwanda said thanks to her for calling him her son. Now that he had nowhere to go, he stood alone in the street. He looked toward people walking on the road and just thought of somehow killing them. Right then, a man named Will came to him and told him that he's seen Rwanda standing here for quite a while. He asked him if he got separated from his mother. Rwanda answered yes and told him that he thinks he'll never meet her again. Hearing that, Will introduces him and says that he works at an orphanage. Because of the war, many children have lost their parents, so the government established some orphanages around the country to help the children who have lost their parents. Will invite Rwanda to come and join his orphanage and make new friends. He immediately agreed and said thank you with a smile. The next moment, Will was standing in front of some children of the orphanage introducing Rwanda to them. After Rwanda was introduced, all the kids left except a girl named Chiria. She happily introduced herself to Rwanda. While she was talking to Rwanda, a kid was observing them. Chiria assures him that he will not get any harm here, and tells him that there are no scary adults here. Hearing that, Rwanda asked her if she was also used to getting hurt by adults. She answered with yes. Then, Rwanda asked her about how many children live here. She answered that there are 11 of them including her. Sometime later, we see that Rwanda is getting bullied by a group of 3 kids. They beat him saying that he's a newbie, so they're just teaching him rules around here. When he got beaten and was walking alone, the kid who was observing him before asked him if he got beaten by that gang. Rwanda responded with yes. Hearing that, the kid said that Rwanda deserves it and left. After that, when Will saw Rwanda all beaten up, he said that he will give the kids who beat him harsh scolding later. Rwanda asked Will to not say anything to them, because Rwanda didn't just want them to get scolded, he wanted to kill them. Seeing how Rwanda isn't showing any expression of pain, Will told him that it's okay to cry if he feels that things are tough or he's feeling sad. Will said this because he thinks that Rwanda doesn't know how to show his feelings well. So, Rwanda reveals that his mother only taught how to smile and nothing else. Will start to explain that he should at least try to show his feelings, because if they keep them hidden, he will feel pain. Then Rwanda said to Will that he's going to tell him something that he never told anyone else. He reveals that he lived his whole life in the basement alone, so he didn't learn how to express most of the feelings. Saying that, Rwanda didn't waste a moment and left the room smiling. After that, he met Chiria, who also talked about his messed up face. Right then, Rwanda asked her why she's so nice to him, except her, everyone else is cold to him. When Chiria was about to answer, the same guy from before, whose name is Raj, came to them and asked Chirya to come with him. Before leaving, Chirya told Raj that everyone is being really mean to Rwanda. So, Raj said that he deserves it because his attitude is like grown-up people. Hearing that, Rwanda said to Raj that he clearly wants to sleep with Sherry's, and he is calling Rwanda grown. When Raj heard that, he hit Rwanda in the face and left with Chirya. While sleeping at night, he was feeling bored because he hadn't felt the thrill of killing someone for a while. Next day when Rwanda met Will, he pointed at the building on the side of the orphanage and asked him if someone was using that building. Will answered that no one is using that building because there aren't many kids in the orphanage and they are also low on staff, so they have no need to open that building for now. Hearing that, Rwanda immediately went to the kid who bullies him while hiding a knife behind his back. Without thinking for a moment, Rwanda slit the throat of the kid. Rwanda stood in front of him like a maniac and said, "This is it. This is the only thing that stimulates me." The next day, orphanage staff noticed that a kid named Billy was missing and everyone was trying to find him. When Will asked Rwanda if he had seen Billy, Rwanda said with a smile that Billy might have ran away. While lying on the bed at night, Rwanda has an even grin on his face while he was imagining his mom asking him, "My little devil, is one enough for you?" Rwanda responded, "Of course not." The next day, he called a girl to him and killed him like he killed Billy. Slowly, the staff started panicking because many children are going missing day by day. While walking comfortably between the panicking staff, Rwanda thought that children are so simple-minded and weak. Killing them feels like killing an ant or a little bird. After some days, Rwanda's dead kid collection has grown to 9. Only kids that are left are himself, Chirya, and Raj. Staff of the orphanage are now trying to call the police and also started patrolling outside the orphanage at night. When Rwanda was standing alone minding his own business, Raj came to him and said that he's the culprit. Raj said that Chirya told him she saw the shadow of someone on the other side of the fence at night. And when she went to tell Rwanda, he wasn't in his room or anywhere in the orphanage. Hearing that, Rwanda went to Chirya and asked him if she really suspects him. She got scared and said that she knows everything. Right then, Rwanda revealed that he knows that Chirya is the criminal. She's not an orphan. She set fire on her own home and killed her own family. When she asked him how he knew, Rwanda said that his good friend, Will, told him. Chirya started crying saying that she had no choice. To comfort her, Rwanda came close to her and said that he and Chirya are really similar. He said that he can help her soothe the wounds on her heart. In return, she had to lend him her strength. Right then, Raj barged into the room and saw Chirya and Rwanda hugging each other. Seeing that, he didn't talk to Chirya but went to Will. He told Will that Rwanda is the culprit. When Will refused to believe it, Raj told him to check the abandoned building on the other side of the fence. Will immediately came out of the room to go check the building, but when he came out, Rwanda was standing outside. Will didn't talk to him and just left. When Raj was also about to leave, Rwanda grabbed his hand and said that it's time for lunch. Rwanda smiled and said that today's menu was filled with poison. Seeing the completely stunned Raj, Rwanda started laughing maniacally, and on the other hand, all the workers who ate the lunch were dead. In the meantime, Raj has finally reached the building, and when he entered, he saw 9 dead kids on the floor. While Will was already in shock seeing dead kids, Raj came outside shouting that Rwanda is a demon. Before he could explain what happened, an explosion happened in the orphanage. Right then, Chirya came running to Raj asking him to run away because Rwanda is trying to kill them. Hearing her, Raj thinks of Will who is inside the building, but in the end decides to leave with Chirya. While Will was really sad sitting near the window, Rwanda came to him and asked him, "Were you surprised?" He revealed that Chirya was the one who set the fire in the orphanage. Will immediately got up and asked him if he's the one who killed the children. Rwanda said yes and pulled out a gun. Without wasting a moment, Rwanda shot him in the leg. When he was about to stab him with the knife, Will punched him and threw him away. Before Rwanda was about to get up, Will appeared in front of him. But instead of punishing Rwanda, he hugged him and said that he'll always be his ally. Will cried and started using talk no jutsu on Rwanda to turn him into a good guy. But Rwanda didn't care. He stabbed him with the knife and left the place saying bye-bye to Will. After a time skip, we see Rwanda's friend come to his home. Rwanda's friends took out a necklace and said that this is his treasure. On that necklace, the boy's mom's photo was imprinted. Seeing that, Rwanda decided to reveal his treasure to his new friend. When the cloth was removed, it was revealed that in the closet, there are different parts of the human body sealed properly in transparent boxes. Before Rwanda could say anything, his friend panicked and ran away. But before he could go out, the owner of the house shot the kid and killed him. Rwanda called his lady aunt Slive. She asked him about the kid that she just killed and asked Rwanda who let him in. Rwanda said to her that that boy was his friend, and he let him enter the home. Without waiting a moment, Aunt Slive started beating Rwanda. While continuously beating him, she said that he doesn't need any friend and told him that if he let anyone else inside the house, she would kill Rwanda. Before leaving, she asked Rwanda to take care of the corpse. So, Rwanda chopped the guy into pieces and put him in a bag. 3 months ago, he caused a bit of a stir in another city. With some money that he found in the orphanage, he made his way to this town. That's when he met Slive. She took all the money he had and let him live in her house. While lying in the middle of the forest, Rwanda thought that no one would even think there's a corpse buried just under him. Other than him, no one knows about the corpses he has buried here. Suddenly, a girl appeared in front of him which startled him. He immediately asked her who she was. Instead of introducing herself, she said that she is here to bury this little rabbit here. When she was about to dig the ground, Rwanda asked her if she really had to bury that thing here. He said that this place is his special spot, but she didn't care. Right then, the girl licked the dead rabbit's wound which shocked Rwanda. He asked her what she's doing. So, the girl answered that she is doing this to forge a bond with this rabbit. After forging a bond, she said that now this little rabbit's death has some meaning. Hearing that, Rwanda asked her who killed that rabbit. When the girl said that no one killed it, Rwanda revealed that he spotted a wound on the bunny, and that wound wasn't caused by any beast. Just by looking once, Rwanda could tell that the wound was a stabbing wound. While the girl was looking on the other side, Rwanda took out a knife and was about to kill her. But before he could do that, the girl said that she's the one who killed the rabbit. Hearing that, he immediately hid the knife. The girl faced him, and when she saw that Rwanda isn't shocked even a little, she said that her mom and dad found her really creepy, but Rwanda isn't even a bit shocked after learning that she killed a rabbit. So, Rwanda revealed that he's no stranger to bodies. Learning that, the girl assumes that he's also not a stranger to killing. Then, Rwanda told her that she's also killed someone. The girl said that she hunts animals to pass her time. She also said that today's prey ran longer than usual. As Rwanda listened to her, he said to the girl that they may be birds of a feather. He asked her to continue talking and tell him about herself. She told him that she lives in London. She's only visiting this town. Her daddy is a doctor who cares deeply for his patient, and her mummy is kind as can be. She loved both her parents dearly. But they can't stand her hobby of hunting animals. Every time they saw her killing animals, they just asked her one thing, "Don't you feel guilty?" When she replies no, they call her abnormal. Hearing such awful words about her, she started reading books on the psyche. But she never found an answer that she was looking for. In the end, she gave up and decided to hide her true self. She said that living without true acceptance from another soul is very lonely. Hearing her story, Rwanda remembered how he's also alone. Rwanda said to her that she's not abnormal, which made her really happy, and she thanked him because he's the first one who didn't find her abnormal. After telling her story, she asked Rwanda about her story. Right then, Rwanda remembered how he used to bang on the Basson's door asking his mom to let her out, but she never let her out. When he asked for the reason why she's holding him here, she just answered that he doesn't exist in this world. On this day, Rwanda has killed the nanny who used to look after him. Even though his mom said she now has to hire another one, she also praised him that he's growing up nicely. When he came back to his senses, Rwanda decided to not tell her about his story. Rwanda was about to leave, but the girl stopped and said that they'll meet again. Then, she said that her name is Makarao and they both shook hands saying goodbye for now. With that, Rwanda came back to Slive's house while singing Makarao's name happily. But her happiness was killed when he saw Slive. She immediately got angry at him and asked him where he was up until now. While she was scolding him, a man spoke up and asked Slive to not be too harsh on a child. Slive immediately stopped scolding him and said sorry to the man. This man's name is Midwinter. He came to Rwanda and said that he has heard Rwanda is helping with the very important job he gives to Slive. Midwinter assumes that Rwanda is familiar with all this work. So, Rwanda with a straight face said that the last body that he took care of was of his friend. Midwinter laughed and said that he wants Rwanda to follow him to London. When Rwanda asked him if he had to leave with him immediately, Midwinter revealed that he had a new job for him. Slive also immediately agreed to let him go with Midwinter and asked him to pack his things. When Rwanda left to pack his things, Midwinter took out a small bag and gave that to Slive. Instead of packing his things, Rwanda was seeing the scene while hiding behind the fence. The next moment, they were in the London. There, Midwinter gave Rwanda new clothes. When Rwanda saw them, he asked him about the job he had to do. Midwinter didn't reveal yet and just said that Rwanda has to do a trifling task. And Midwinter is sure that Rwanda has the qualities to do the job. On the other hand, Makarao was sitting with her parents in the opera house. They were really happy and were patiently waiting for the show to start. After the show, when Makarao was leaving with her parents, she suddenly saw someone and ran toward that person. It turns out that Rwanda is also here. When she saw Rwanda standing alone in the big and crowded opera house, she asked him where his parents were. Rwanda replied with the sad face that he's lost them. Learning that, Makarao also told her parents that she is friends with Rwanda and he has lost his parents. So, Makarao's dad said that he should stay with them today and they'll find his parents tomorrow. The next moment, Rwanda was lying on a bed, but he wasn't able to sleep. He can't sleep properly because of remembering the words that Will said to him before dying. Rwanda can't stand how Will pitted him before dying. When he woke up because of the nightmare, his hands were handcuffs on his arms. Then, Makarao's parents entered the place. Rwanda wasn't even a bit scared and asked them what they're planning to do with him. Man said that they're planning to enjoy their time together. Rwanda asked him if their fun time will hurt him. Man answered that it will only hurt a little if he's a good boy. The woman said that she loves when kids scream in pain. They also revealed that Rwanda is their fourth target. Rwanda isn't scared and just laughed inwardly hearing that they have just killed 3 people up until now. They are just rookies in front of Rwanda. On the other hand, Makarao woke up from her sleep. When she didn't see Rwanda sleeping beside her, she went out to find him. Meanwhile, a man came near Rwanda and asked him why he's not scared. Rwanda asked him to come evil close and then he'll tell him. When the man came near enough, Rwanda pushed the bedsheet on the man and leaped toward the woman. He used a sharp object to inflict a fatal wound on the woman, killing her in an instant. While the man was just checking on his wife, Rwanda came from behind and strangled him to death using the chain with which Rwanda's hands were locked. Rwanda then freed himself using the key and wore the clothes. On the other hand, Makarao was searching for her parents, and while searching she found a secret entrance leading to the basement. She climbed down the stairs and reached a hidden room. When she entered, she was shocked to see that her parents were already dead. Before she made sense of anything, Rwanda appeared behind her and slit her throat. Then, Rwanda licked her blood from the knife and laughed maniacally saying that now her death has some meaning. After that, he took a vial and wondered what Midwinter wanted to do with it. In the end, he left the place laughing without feeling anything after killing 3 people. After retrieving the vial, he went home. But before entering, he tried to hear the sound, and also checked inside the room from the little space under the door. When he realized that no one was inside the room, he entered the room and put the vial on the table. Right then, a guy sitting on the chair spoke that he was about to die from boredom while waiting for him here. Rwanda got startled and asked him who he was. He answered that his name is Ivan and Midwinter has given him a job to take Rwanda with him. Ivan was sipping a beer and asked Rwanda if he wanted to take a sip. Suddenly, an old man barged into the room and called Ivan a thief. It turns out that he has stolen this beer from this old man's shop. Without thinking for a moment, Ivan smashed the bottle in the old man's head and left the place with Rwanda. After some running when they stopped, Ivan showed that he had even stolen many things from people who were walking on the street while running with Rwanda. Because Ivan was so happy looking at the money that he just stole, Rwanda said to Ivan that he looks like someone who really needs money. So, Ivan shouts that he's not that rich now, but he'll become the richest man in the future. Then, he asked Rwanda if he didn't join their line of work to make money just like him. Rwanda said that he doesn't know about money, as he's just got dragged into this. Ivan didn't bother, he just said that he got paid to let Rwanda tag along with him. He said that even if he doesn't need money, for Ivan, money is everything. Then he grabbed Rwanda's hand and asked him to follow him. But Rwanda refused, saying that he can't stand people like Ivan. Hearing that, Ivan laughed and revealed his both hands. On one hand he is holding a vial that Rwanda just stole, and on the other hand he is holding Rwanda's knife. Seeing that, Rwanda glares at him asking to give him his things back. So, Ivan dropped the knife on the ground and asked him to pick it up. When he knelt down to pick it, Ivan kicked him in the face and threw him in the lake. But Rwanda didn't feel alone, he grabbed Ivan's leg and also dragged him inside the lake. The next moment, they both got out of the water and fought with each other. In the end, Rwanda was no match for Ivan and got beaten really badly. Ivan called him trash and said that he can't understand what Midwinter has seen in him to let him join his team. Rwanda shouted that he was born in the slums and he did everything that he could to survive. He said that he is stronger than a spoiled break like Rwanda. With that, Rwanda had no choice but to follow him. When they reached the destination, the place was filled with many dangerous-looking people. A guy came to Rwanda and Ivan. As Ivan is already familiar with this place, just Rwanda asked him who these people are and what this place is. The man named Zoe told him that this place is called Pisshole and all the people are gathered here under Midwinter's command. At the end of the introduction, he also tells Rwanda that he'll never meet a deadlier assassin than them. Inside the Pisshole, two people suddenly started fighting. The man named Zoe easily took down both of the men to stop the chaos. Right then, Midwinter entered the place. Midwinter said hello to Rwanda and said thank you to Ivan. First, Midwinter gave the money to Ivan for completing his job, and then asked Rwanda to give him the vial. But Rwanda doesn't have it. Ivan has already stolen it and said that if Midwinter wants it, he has to give more money to him. Midwinter just smiled and gave more money to Ivan. Then he asked Zoe to train Rwanda and turn him into something. Hearing that, Zoe asked him why he's giving such special treatment to Rwanda. So, Midwinter revealed that Rwanda is the one who will change this world. Hearing that, Zoe took Rwanda to the training ground. There, Rwanda uses the same move that Zoe used before on those two men. Zoe just saw the move once and copied it. He asked Zoe to show him more moves so he could copy them. At the entrance of the training ground, Ivan was hiding and sneakingly looking at Rwanda. He wondered why Rwanda is the only one getting the royal treatment. While he was thinking that he can't wait to beat him once more, Rwanda appeared behind him and slammed him to the wall. Then, he gave him a proper beating and was even about to kill him. Ivan said that he'll give him all his money and asked him to just let him go. But Rwanda is in no mood of stopping. When he was so close to killing Ivan, Zoe appeared there and stopped him. He said that Ivan is one of them, and killing the fellow member is not allowed. Hearing that, Rwanda shouted, "I was having so much fun. Killing him would have been even more fun." Zoe then went to Midwinter and told him the same thing that Rwanda told him. Midwinter didn't care. He said that Rwanda has the same qualities that he's looking for. Midwinter was holding the vial in his hand and said that this drug is like a miracle. Human beings loathe pain and fear. This drug eliminates both. But when the duration of the drug ends, the user will feel unimaginable hell from which there'll be no escape. People become twisted into demons who will do anything for more of the drug. They offer up all they have in this world until their bodies and minds wither and rot. This means that whoever is able to control this drug can control people and the world itself. On the other hand, Ivan and Rwanda were standing together. Ivan was really shocked and couldn't believe how Rwanda got so better in just one night. While they were talking about random things, Rwanda asked Ivan if he's going to stay as Midwinter's slave forever. Ivan said that he'll earn enough money and then leave Midwinter and live his own life. Hearing that, Rwanda reminds him in this world only the strong can survive, the strong can forfeit the lives of the weak whenever they want. Then, Ivan asked him if he's gonna keep letting himself get dragged along through life. Rwanda answered that he's getting dragged around because he wants to complete a goal. And his goal is to meet his mom again. When Ivan asked him if his mom is even alive, Rwanda answered that she's most likely alive because she's not the type to lie down and just die. Hearing that, Ivan asked him what he'll do after meeting her. Rwanda didn't answer and just said, "Good question. Subscribe for the next part."